Preppy, this is the version I presented you read in Fallout 4. Sorry.
Hey there.
Hey, good to see you again. I was hoping you'd show up. I should have listened to Mama Murphy all along. Pretty nice place she's found for us. I think we could settle down here. Make it a place to call home. What do you think?
Yeah, I used to like living here. Before the war.
What do you mean? Before what war? Are you saying...
What do you think I'm saying?
Well, that you're from before the war. The Great War. Like one of those old ghouls you sometimes run into. Is that true?
Yeah, sort of. I was born over 200 years ago, but I was frozen or something for most of it. Just woke up a little while ago.
Damn. Like one of those old pre-war ghouls. You say you were frozen. Anybody else make it out with you?
Just my son. Somebody took him away while I was still trapped. Have you run across anybody with a baby boy?
Damn. I'm sorry. But no. I haven't run across any kidnapped babies. I'll definitely keep an eye out for him. Anyway, I am glad you're here. And I hope you don't mind, but I've got another favor to ask. I've had word from a settlement asking for help. There's still hope in there are Minutemen out there, somewhere. The only chance to start rebuilding the Minutemen is to show people that they can count on us when they need us. Trouble is, I've got my hands full here. Do you think you could go help out the settlement?
What kind of help do they need?
Sounded like the usual. Raiders. You'll have to get all the details when you talk to them.
Oh, good. I was hoping for a chance to rescue some more helpless villagers.
It's not that people are helpless. They just need someone to give them a helping hand sometime. That's what the Minutemen are supposed to be all about. By the way, if you want to help out around here at all, talk to Sturgis. I'm sure he'd be glad for all the help he can get.
Okay. We have leveled. Twice, in fact. Let me see. I want that, and I want the hacking skill. Other than that, in perception, I want. Maybe. What do I want with luck? What do I want with charisma? Yeah. I will eventually want the local leader thing. Although that doesn't make sense yet. Charisma is always good. Hey, hang on, I have a second point to give out. Don't I? Or did I do that? No, I did that. Yes, let me first Sturgis. I'll show you something else too. We are carrying around all that junk. As in this. And we don't want to carry that around because it's heavy. I'm also going to do the same thing. I'm going to do the rusted death claw hand. You can craft something out of it, but I won't because I won't use close combat at all. You'll find a couple of swords and things that are rather handy. Duct tape is something I always take with me because it has adhesive in them. And adhesive is a very rare good. I also see that there are a few red numbers up on the upper part of the screen, which means that there are things that the settlement needs that it doesn't yet have that I can provide or should provide. Yeah. everything. Hey, come on. Miss anything? I don't think so. I'll talk to Sturgis.
Sanctuary. I knew
Sturgis.
you'd join us here, kid. Your energy is tied to this place.
You willing to do some work?
What kind of help do you need?
Well, for starters, we could use some real beds. We've been sleeping on the ground for too long.
Do I look like a carpenter to you?
I don't know what you look like. You said you were willing to help. Making beds is what we need help with.
I can't help right now.
Sorry.
It's a free country. Let me know if you change your mind.
I actually hit the wrong
Hey,
key.
Sturgis.
You willing to do some work?
I'd be glad to help.
Okay. Good deal. Just make sure we can sleep with a roof over our heads. Some of these old houses still look solid enough to do the trick. There's a workbench over there you can use. Give me a holler if you need anything.
Hey, do you have a moment? I wanted to thank you for helping us out in Concord. If only we'd run into you sooner.
What happened to you guys?
Long story short, we've been on the move since the attack on Quincy. There used to be more of us. My son, he's gone.
Your son. What was his name?
Kyle. My son's name was Kyle.
And
But you and I,
Damn.
we're still here, right? We have to go on. For them.
I'm a little clumsy today with this thing. Let me, before I build anything, get it out of my motherfucking way, please. Thanks. Yes, I'm not going to do any close combat things because close combat isn't really my... I don't know, this is... I compared it to Bloodlines earlier, but the deal is with Bloodlines I never used any ranged weapons, as you may or may not remember. I played a Malkavian who couldn't even properly use ranged weapons because I knew I wasn't going to at any rate. But here somehow I never like when people get up close, and I kind of freak out if they do. You may have noticed that with the Deathclaw. Yeah. This is just me, really. We are going to build various things. I'm going to destroy everything else first, take down the entire structure, because it's really, there isn't much use to it. And it's easier building something new when the old junk's gone. So, we'll do that first. Would you mind not standing in my way? Thanks a lot. This person cannot be moved from the settlement. Some people you can assign to go to another settlement, but I don't think the original inhabitants of this one can be sent anywhere. As far as I recall, they are not mobile. I forgot to scrap the bucket. Let's continue this around through the settlement before we build anything, because we need a lot of material, and I just want to... I know that you can carry away corpses because I've seen it done on videos, but I have never known or found out how to do that. Perhaps that's also just something that's a skill I have to pick up. If so, it's probably not one I'm going to get. Yes, what I'll do is I'll build a little bit of a shack later on. Right now I'll just build the beds that I need. And then I'll see what I have left. I haven't done it before. I was very lazy with the entire building thing. I'd like to do that now because I think it's probably a lot of fun. And may have an interesting note. The only thing I did build, notoriously, the only thing I did build was a, yes, why not, was a, fuck it, a ladder that led up to the roof of the building where the power armor station and stuff is. because I... Oh, if I scrap something that still contains stuff, the contents go to the workbench. That's good to know. This isn't a thing. Means I have to check that out too. This entire place is so... Hey, ammunition. Tree. By the way, cars can explode, so and thrown. So when I was running from the Deathclaw, I was actually doing something very dangerous. Namely, I was running around where cars are, and cars are a hazard. I'll need to check the workbench later what sort of stuff is in there, and I'm not going to scrap every single tree in the settlement right now because I don't need that much wood. But yeah, there goes that. Let's scrap houses. That's always a fun thing to do. Somewhere behind one of those houses there are dog houses, and when you send your dog away, you can send your companions away, and I hear you. And okay. And what did I want to say? Yes, when you send your companions away, they go places, and in Sanctuary there are a few dog houses, and you never know where exactly to which dog house Dogmeat goes when you send him away. Like this one. Did I hear something? I think I heard something, but I don't know what it was exactly. Never mind. So... That's also an advantage of this entire scrapping thing. I know which houses are safe because everything comes out when I walk around in it. Oil lamp, oil canister, I mean. These are always good to look at because they tend to contain oil. Alright. Never mind then. And... Can I? No. I would like to clean up a bit too, you know. I'll have to find these things again. Ah, there's a lamp. What does this contain? Steel and glass. Oh, yeah, coat hanger. Let's go. And... I think this is probably... No, not even. Completely broken, I was going to say. But it's not. And... yes, I am... This settlement has the largest areas, I think. Regarding finding stuff and building stuff. You saw maybe there was a green borderline somewhere that meant that I can't, beyond that I can't scrap or build. And this has a vast area and a vast array of things that can be scrapped. Larger than many or maybe even any others. I'm going to... I could have looked what it said in the terminal actually, but well, there goes nothing. Any more? Yes, more. Oh, Stimpack. Medex actually. Go there next. Anything left? Don't look like it. A roof over our head is apparently a very relative term, because if they consider these roofs roofs, then I don't know. Let's keep going. We've been in here. This is where we haven't been yet. What is that? Bubblegum? No, don't need that. Regarding what I'll do with this thing, there's I'm not entirely sure about that. At least not 100%. I know what I will not do. We have met the Minutemen, and yes, they are. This is something that I found incredibly funny when I first ran into them, and I was like, hey, are there more things that have a historic background? Because of course there were Minutemen back in real life history. And I thought, well, hey, there's that, maybe there's more of that kind of thing, and I wasn't disappointed, because there is another faction that has a name that appeared in history. And they do the same thing, really. They are pretty much the same that they were back then, which I find hilariously brilliant. These factions, there are 4 of them. We will meet 2 of them very late, actually 3 of them pretty late. We will hear about one of them soon-ish, at least as soon as we go to this Diamond City thing. Before that, I will not. Yeah, what I will decide at the end, I'm not sure. There are various ways. There are 4 factions and at least 4 ways to end this all. I know what I will not do. I have 2 things that I know I will not do, for as a matter of fact. I do not know which of the other 2 I'll do. There is one good way to get this done, and I'm not sure if I'm going to aim for that or not. Because the one I had in my last playthrough was absolutely... I don't think it was a bad ending. It wasn't exactly the perfect world. Well, if you look at this, you cannot build a perfect world. And it wasn't exactly an ideal solution to the problems at hand, but it was one that I would probably have done. It was the solution that is what I, as a real-life person, would have done or would have gone for in the same situation. I'm a very political person. You may or may not have noticed that. The fact is that I am a very political person, and I tend to voice that. And it's this one faction has a very similar approach to the world and a very similar world view to mine. I've argued with that about that with a colleague, the one who's actually to blame that I played Fallout at all, who was completely the other side and who isn't in real life, which is funny because he said they are the only group that has it right and the only group that hold any prospect of making things better. And I couldn't agree, because I thought they're sons of bitches, but it's just different approach. We will meet people, we will meet many, many more companions. I think it's 12 on the whole, if I'm not much mistaken. We will meet one of them pretty soon. We have met one of them already, or two of them already actually. One of them will be available a lot later only. And one of them is, I think, already available, and I'll take him because while I find dog meat absolutely adorable, the other companions all have a system of likes and dislikes, and dog meat doesn't. He loves you at any rate, so I'm not going to have to do a lot of make a big effort with him, and that's just what I'm going to. For the start, I love him, yes I do, but I'm not going to take him much because, yeah, he can't carry as much as some of the others, which isn't really the reason, because the one that can carry the most is far from my favorite to take with me. And people do judge you, you know. There are some that like it when you pick locks. There's one who hates it when you pick locks notoriously. Why ever that is. Perhaps because it seems too intellectual. He doesn't mind you hacking though, so that isn't it either, I don't know. And yes, that's that pretty much. They've all got their preferences, their likes and dislikes. And I will try to please them all to a point. I'm not going to aim for absolute adoration from all of them because I don't think that's possible. And I don't think I have the patience for it either. But a lot of them, I'll take care that I don't have a falling out with anyone, at least not on a bigger scale, because of reasons. And yes, that's that. Preston, can I scrap these things too? I don't think I can. I remember vaguely that I can't grab these. Oh, this one I can. That I can't. Neither can I grab that. Okay, got that tree. Let's see what we can do building wise. And the one thing that I did build the last time was a ladder up there because suddenly Preston glitched up onto the roof and I couldn't talk to him anymore. Let me quickly just change my companion if I can. I saw you back there somewhere. Where are you? Where are you? I just saw you back here. I know you're somewhere. No matter if I can't find you right now. Alright, at any rate, let me build. No, yes. What? Fire. Oh yes, these signs I can also scrap, of course. And the street light. I always detect more dead trees, because I don't like them lying around, they are ugly. Hey, there you are!
Miss Red, welcome back, Mum. I do hope you were able to find some assistance in Concord.
You could say that. I made a few new friends.
Can't have enough of those these days. I realize that I'm no Mr. Gutsy, but if needed, I'd be honored to accompany you throughout the Commonwealth. Just say the word.
Would you like to?
As you wish, Mum.
Yes, of course.
Lead the way, Mum.
Sorry.
Not to worry there, pup. Your mistress is in good hands.
That's nice of him to tolerate me. How very kind. Let's... Yes, beds.
You're tied.
We need to build beds. What? Furniture. Furniture, here. They all need pretty much the same. I could build sleeping bags too, but let's be nice. These at least look clean. They look like, well. Let me, I forgot to scrap a chair. And a doormat. And other things. No. Yes. Let me... Is that a door? No. You always need the same amount of beds as you have settlers. I'm going to build a few excess ones. Because eventually we're going to get to be more people and then they will be unhappy because they don't have beds and we don't need that. I can avoid that in advance. I'll do it. One, two. There's a toy lying around. Okay. We've built beds.
I know I'm not the only person here who's lost someone. I just...
I like it. Having a place to sleep will improve everyone's spirits. What we need now is a reliable source of clean water.
Yes, will do.
I'm on it. Clean water coming up.
Great. Thanks again.
I wonder what Diamond City will be like. If the name has anything to do with it, it must be quite nice.
Mm-hmm. We'll see about that. Yes, we need water. That's in resources and water. Yes, I hear you. In resources and water, and we can actually build one of these. We have no electricity at this point, I think, so that's completely pointless. For the moment, what we'll have to do is this. Let me build that somewhere off to the back. There you go. Let me build a third one because, like I said, there's going to be a lot of settlers eventually.
Hey, Sturgis.
I feel better already, knowing we have a reliable supply of clean water. I hope you don't mind me asking for some more help, but our food supplies are running low. If we're gonna settle here, we'll need to get some crops established.
Sure, provide food. We have
Seems to be growing well.
Let's replant these. And that's in supplies or resources, food. I don't have carrots, that's why I can't place it. Melon. And while you're here,
What?
can I assign someone else to do this? Like you? Okay. Can I chat with you at all?
Hey.
Miss Red,
You got nothing.
Hey.
Mom, need something?
Your thoughts?
I went to the zoo the other day. The only animal they had was a dog. It was a Shih Tzu.
Oh, nothing.
Right then.
Okay! That's not a dog. A Shih Tzu is not a dog. A Shih Tzu is a tiny little thing that pretends to be a dog.
Just find a nice spot of ground and plant whatever you've got. Anything fresh will be a great change for us.
I don't have anything more, and that's a rat storm. This is a rat storm. The sky is all green, you see lightning, and you will see that I'm gonna get radiation damage.
Radiation.
Yes, I know, thanks for the advice. I will go to sleep. That usually does the trick. Thanks. That also might have helped our food to grow a little bit. Or maybe not. For fuck's sake. Hey, there's food. What can I do for you?
I should have done more. I hope those
Yes,
raiders
come
pay
on.
for what they've done.
Just looking to trade a little.
I'll try to make myself useful. No one wants to see a grown man feeling sorry for himself.
What am I supposed to do with you people anyway? Provide food for sanctuary settlers. Does it help if I assign you too? No, not really. I should wait that out, sleep for a little bit longer. Let me sleep until tomorrow and then see.
Hope this rain
Then.
lets up soon.
It's 7 PM, let's say 12 hours. And also my timer rang a while ago. I'll just quickly check if there's food. Hi, Codsworth. Not yet. Not very fast growing, are you?
You're tired.
Das war Servatia and Red in Fallout 4. Wo weiter?